are we starting this?
I know, I'm uncomfortable.
I know, so like, I don't know. Stop, what's wrong?
No, the way you just went.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bree and I'm here with some of my great friends from my sorority and we're going to be answering your questions today. We're just going to go around and like introduce ourselves a little bit. Obviously I'm Bree and I'm a marketing major here at the University of Minnesota and I'm a third year.
I'm Caroline, I'm a journalism major and I'm also a third year.
I'm Brenna, I'm only a sophomore, so I'm majoring in marketing as well, and yeah.
And I'm Claire, I am a junior and I'm in the nursing school.
When did you know that this was the right sorority for you?
I can go first. Yeah. So I'm a transfer student and I went to UW Milwaukee before I came here, and we only have 3 sororities. And one of them is a local, which means that it only exists at that university. Mm-hmm. And so my only two, not that like, it's my only 2 options, but my only 2 options were AOPI and Gamma Phi Beta. And I don't know, I just kind of could tell right away that I liked AOPI a lot just from the girls who were in it, and I don't know, just the overall vibe. I mean, like, it made my decision really easy having such small choices, but the cool thing is that it's a similar vibe here, so.
I did not intend on joining a sorority like at all. Like,
same. Really? Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like going into college, I actually kind of like wrote them off as the very stereotypical.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, easy to do.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And like no one in my family was in Greek life or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But then my freshman roommate was like, "Will you please do recruitment with me?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I think like my just first conversation at AOPI, like I saw a girl who I went to high school with, and I didn't know she was in AOPI, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, you're in a sorority? Because she also is kind of the type of person you maybe wouldn't assume that would be in one. And so it was just really fun. Like, I immediately connected with the girls. And I think the thing that made me like AOPI was I could tell how goofy people were. Like, at all the other chapters, it was just very formal and serious, but at AOPI it was like relaxed.
My story is a little bit different. My mom was in Greek life, and so I was familiar with what Greek life was, but I came to decide to do Greek life kind of on my own. This is the biggest school I applied to by far, and so I knew I wanted to make it a little bit smaller, and Greek life's a great way to do that. I do remember my first day of recruitment, like coming in, and I was in the basement, and it was just, I just could immediately, a weight was lifted off my shoulders, and I could just talk to the girls so easily, and it's just so, I feel like genuine and authentic, and those type of words are thrown around all the time.
Yes.
But
it's just true.
It's really true, and I don't know how else to describe it, but
It's not intimidating.
No,
nobody's
that's
intimidating.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to put it.
When people go through recruitment, you find the genuine connections at different places. Like, it
Yeah.
can mean a different thing to different people. You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like for this chapter, I had really good conversations at other places, for sure, but it was just more consistent here. And like the comfort was consistent here. It wasn't just like that one girl that they paired me with that had really similar interests to me. It was even the girls who were different from me and had completely different interests that I still could vibe with, that I really connected with here. But my first conversation here, I had the same major as the girl who I was talking to, so I like felt more comfortable. But then we started talking about The Bachelor, and it continued on through the next 2 conversations that I had, and we were just all so passionate about it. And
Passionate about The Bachelor.
and so like it was just so nice to like actually talk about something other than my major, that these girls were like genuinely interested in what I was interested in.
Cried during recruitment?
Yes.
You did?
I did too. The last day when
did
Anya
that
gave me the card, I was just like, I couldn't hold it in.
Really?
Yeah, like, and I'm not like a big personal, like, you know,
same.
crier, but like, I cried.
I think the letters the
Yes.
letters from girls I talked to made me feel like, oh my gosh, they like remember who I am.
Yeah.
And they really like me.
Yeah.
And it just made me feel special.
Yeah.
I cried.
I don't think I cried. I was definitely like tearing up and very much like this
Yeah.
is I told the girl who crushed me, this is where
That's
I'm
what I
supposed
told
to
you.
go.
What's the weirdest thing that's happened in the house?
So many things.
Yeah. The first thing that comes to my mind was the ghost story. Well, this this is my personal ghost story. Like, there's other ghost stories.
You already told us this?
Yes, I have. I've told a couple people, but then they didn't want to hear it.
When?
What?
Like last semester?
It was like final, so like not many people were here.
I think
you
might have told
me.
I think I was in your room when I talked about it, but we have a communal bathroom, of course, and the walkway to the room, the mirror, you can see the mirror and like the first vanity when you walk in, and there have been stories of ghosts in this area before, so like I've heard them, but I was just like doing my thing like pretty late at night, just brushing my teeth or whatever. It wasn't crazy or anything, but I swear I heard someone like walking up behind me, so like I looked in the mirror to like see, hey, whoever was coming up behind me. But I swear I saw like a face and eyes, and I just was like,
Was it Emer, the girls on the painting out there?
no, it wasn't a recognizable face. Like, it was just like a face and eyes. Like,
You know how you
know what
look
I'm
in the
saying?
mirror and
Yeah.
you see like the corner
Yeah.
of Hayden's face?
Okay. And then I like turned around. I was like, what? And then nobody was there, and I was just like, and then I just was just like, I need to just wrap this up.
I think my craziest story was last semester. I moved in early, and because my brother got COVID and I had to get out of there. And so I moved in early, and Judith was gone. Judith's our house mom, and Judith was gone for the night. I was all alone in the house, and I couldn't think about it that much. I couldn't think about it that much. But Allie was bringing something by or coming to say hi to me.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't used to like carrying my fob around, that I forgot my fob in my room, went outside to like see Allie and like grab something or give her a hug, and right as I stepped outside, like just past the front door, I'm like, holy shit, and the door closed behind me. Everything is secure now. This is not like we found a window in the commercial kitchen that hadn't been locked. I got on one of her big trash cans. I got on the trash can with the help of her brother or her dad or something, and literally yanked the window open and shimmied my way into the commercial kitchen. So I broke into my own house when no one was here.
I've been getting text messages about our friend Sadie, who got locked in her room because her door handle fell off and she didn't have her phone, and she was like, sorry everybody for like the screaming, but I couldn't get out of.
When was that?
Literally right now.
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah. Just the random things that happen when you're living in an old house, you know.
Yeah.
Hello?
It's Stephanie.
Hey!
Did you want to
Hey! I'm going to Target. Does anyone need anything?
Big
Can you
Target.
see if they have dry shampoo, like the Batiste blue one?
Did you guys not hear Sadie screaming?
No, I
She
just told
said.
them about it.
She came down and she's so disheveled.
Disheveled?
I don't know what other word to use. She was like so frantic.
How did we not?
Yeah.
I guess she was inside.
But I
Yeah.
definitely would have heard it because I can hear literally. Did
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, I could hear everything.
Actually, going off that question, Meg and I, no one was in the quarantine room. We know that. Like, no one was in the quarantine
Oh
room.
my god, the
Oh, the
ball!
ball.
Yes.
People
we
Sadie still
decided.
makes fun of me for that. But
Wait,
there's
I think it's the pipes. I think we decided it's the pipes.
We
We decided
Literally
to.
in our room, and it was like 2 a.m.
Wait,
20-pound marble. And it
Just
like,
a
it's
20
like a glass marble,
You
and
said
it
this
like,
last time too, and
and everyone was like,
bowling
fuck
ball.
you, but
Yeah.
Brenna was there too, so
Yeah.
it wasn't just me. But it was like a glass marble, this, and then like bounce up and down and down.
roll like.
Yeah, roll
Yes,
across
it's
the
the water.
room.
It's the water.
It
I've
just-
heard it before.
Oh my gosh.
You can hear it because that one does it.
Hear the water.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
move
flowing.
through. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was just
Meg's
so
back.
freaky because we're like,
I'm
oh,
back,
we
guys.
know no one's
I know
in the
you all
quarantine
missed
room.
me.
You're
But then we're
stealing
like,
my
what if
screen
someone's
time.
in there?
Oh.
Yeah.
I literally almost hit you.
She's literally so rude. I was just trying to have a chat.
Literally.
Do you want to go for a shot? A shot with intent.
Can you tell we watch Love Island? Beth asked me a ton of questions.
Oh, really?
Love
But
that.
I didn't.
Love you, Beth. Never met you, Beth. But
Shout out to my girl Beth.
I feel like I know you.
At this point, how much I talk about you to her and how much I talk about her to you is just probably a lot. Anyways, she wants to know about like frats. So like frat formal.
I know
like,
a lot about this.
favorite frat.
I'll let Claire go first. and
Sure.
then-
Okay. So, where to start?
Well, we love our AE Pie boys.
Yes. Okay, we
right
love our
there.
AE boys. Like,
Literally
hi.
looking at their house
Yeah,
right now.
like
we're very close to them.
Yeah, really close. They're awesome.
Okay.
They
I like it.
bring our packages so they don't get stolen.
Yeah.
Frats. So my frat experience was very traditional in the sense that basically in the Greek community here, the PHC new members have the opportunity, if they want to go to all the frats after a certain amount of time after recruitment's done and like meet IFC frat guys. And it's kind of like a big, let's be honest, it's a party.
Yeah.
It's basically one frat party after another. It's this whole night. I know a lot of schools do it, so whatever. Anyways, that happened my freshman year, and then I had my stint of dating a frat boy. So, yeah, I spent a lot of time in a frat house. They put up a stall door just for me, so I could...
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't say like I have a lot of friends in any specific frats. Like I know like guys in frats and stuff, but my favorite frat to like go to parties at, or at least last year, was always Phi Psi.
Yeah,
because
they're
they
fun.
just like their parties aren't in the basement.
Yeah.
Like I was like, thank you for literally
Yeah.
not shoving people in the basement kind of thing.
Okay, so I lived in Sanford my freshman year, so I didn't rush until my sophomore year. Brenna and I kind of like had the same experience, but we weren't close when we started. My freshman year, when I wasn't in a sorority, I lived across from a frat. It's called Fiji, and
I parked my car there all last year.
anyway, and so
boy.
actually like a lot of guys from my high school actually are in that frat that are actually like good guys, and so I'd go to Fiji a lot. They had like decent parties, and I don't know. That's probably like the frat that I went to the most, just because Sanford was kind of out of the way. Not as bad as West Bank, but like it was just kind of just the closest thing, and you know, if we saw like something was going on, we would just like pop over. Like, so that's probably like the extent of my frat experience, because last year I didn't really go to any frats because I was like living in an apartment, and I would just rather hang out with friends than go to a frat. So
Wait, I actually do have frat experience.
Oh, tell us. Share your wisdom.
Barely anything.
Let's
But
hear
it was my sophomore year, and I came and visited my friend Annie. And
Here?
Yeah.
Oh.
And we like went tailgating because it was homecoming
Okay.
weekend.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know
we
what.
did this.
What
year? I know. I totally forgot. What year?
2019.
So
2019.
So
Yeah.
our
last
freshman
our
year.
freshman year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Well,
think.
year.
Wait, that's a lie. I
That
did
was
go
the A pie.
tailgating.
I missed
that was the A
tailgating.
pie.
Pre-
Mimosa.
morning or whatever.
And the
Pretty
pancakes. Yeah.
I don't
That was
even know
such a fun
what frats
game
they
day.
were at. They were all over, like,
Tailgating, I think, is
more
my
by
favorite thing
Yeah,
about frats.
yeah.
though.
I just went to random ones like that, like out on the lawn. Actually,
Yeah.
we did go to Snow, because like they have the porch and or like
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is.
Dude,
Wait!
I was right there. No, you were not.
Oh my god!
Do you see anybody you know
You're
in there?
kidding.
I know Elsa.
Then what if I like bumped
Grace.
into you guys?
And we just-
Oh my god, wait, show us all your
Honestly,
pictures
probably.
now.
I don't really think I have that many.
We also have to talk about, so with frats, my best friend goes to the University of Arkansas, and she's in Greek life. That Greek life experience,
So
same
different.
with Beth, like
Yeah.
so different. The frats, they serve you alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Frats
Right,
here
they
do,
do that?
not serve you
Well,
alcohol.
it's like
They
a
do at ours,
university
too.
thing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
at
it's
the
like
zoo. Our university
doesn't allow.
Yeah, like some
Yeah.
things happen,
Like,
and some
probably
can't.
for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I just don't think frat parties, besides like tailgating, frat parties are not really a thing.
Yeah, they're not as big of a thing. I feel like if people were served free alcohol, people would flock.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
See, that's the nice thing is like when I was with Nathan or like any guy, they just look older, so like I never
Yeah.
was ID. Not that I did anything when I was underage.
Well, you did it.
I did.
Did you ever use your fake?
No.
You never
that I had a
used
fake.
it. Okay, sorry, cut that
I
No,
never had a fake either.
out.
Really?
You didn't?
Mm-mm. I had like my sisters.
Well, she
all
had
fake.
one. She paid for it, but never used it.
Oh,
Pretty
me?
sure.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
you.
you're talking about me. Yes, yes, I did.
Yes.
My mom like looked at it and she's like, huh.
My mom kind of did the same thing.
My mom went to Madison, so I feel like she was just like,
Yeah, my mom went to
different.
it.
Yeah, I found out my mom had one, and I was like, what?
Yeah. What was the first frat you went to? Do you remember?
Because I don't know.
I think it was Lodge, but
Okay.
I'm being completely honest, I do not remember because we
Well-
went in for 10 minutes and then I told Emily Meyer, I was like, I'm gonna walk home.
Oh my god.
I know.
And it was so fun. It was
Oh
like
my
what's
God.
the lodge? For 10 minutes.
We went in
Lodge
No, but
is
I was like,
next to
I
Canes.
need to go home.
And
And
they
they
have
have-
next to Canes.
Yeah.
They have like
Oh,
a really
Caldwell.
cool. They have a nice porch.
Yeah.
And it
yeah,
says
yeah.
lodge like in
Yeah.
front of it.
What
Yeah.
are they?
A frat.
Frat.
They're just called.
Kai Psi.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I've always wondered.
I think it's actually technically secret.
Oh.
What?
Or maybe
Drop that
not.
ritual.
Honestly, I think it has to do with something about like a hunting lodge, but some schools don't call it lodge, but most do.
What if
Yeah.
they go to
Okay.
a lodge during initiation or something and do something really like,
Yeah.
you know?
I've heard people say like, oh, we have Kai Psi, and I was like, oh, we
Yeah.
don't have that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I've
I'm
never
like,
heard
oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good to know.
interesting.
The anti-frat house.
Y'all, like.
It looks
Yeah,
like a house. Yeah.
I don't.
Don't
Yeah.
they call it farmhouse?
Overgrown weed.
No,
like-
no. Farmhouse is out in St. Paul.
How are your sorority friends different from your friends who aren't in a sorority?
For me, it's funny because I would say they're actually like somewhat similar. I could see any of my friends outside of the sorority actually being in like potentially AOPI or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that just says something about like the people I connect with. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
no, it for
but,
sure does.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because my friends that aren't in a sorority, I could connect each one of them to a singular person in the sorority.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
that's
are this
true.
person and you are this
Yeah.
person. You
Yes.
know?
My relationships might be a little different. Yeah, I think all of them could fit in a sorority for sure. But I think there's just those times like when we are just very sorority like that we just kind of enjoy. Those moments when we're in like sisterhood, girly and like
Yeah.
You know-
the parts that your friends who are not in the sorority like kind of tease you.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think they would enjoy it. They just don't.
They don't want to admit it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, for sure.
If you think about it, everyone wants to belong and everyone wants to have someone they can cuddle at 2 a.m. or be weird with. And I would definitely say that is
Yeah.
girls in AOPI. I mean, it's kind of different because I have a lot of good friends in other chapters, and I think they're similar to the girls in AOPI because they have the understanding of like what a sorority is and like what it means to be in a sorority, like what sisterhood is and that kind of stuff. But for friends outside of their sorority, like the majority of my friends are in nursing because nursing school is a lot. But
Well, what about like high school friends?
oh, high school friends, yeah, definitely. A couple of them are in
Similar?
sororities. They're very similar. Yeah, very similar.
I know my one friend who like goes to university that doesn't have Greek life. She's like, it's like the one thing she like wishes that she had.
Yeah.
So she like lives through me.
I think a lot of my high school friends actually ended up being in Greek life. Beth for sure like knew she was, because you're such a classic sorority girl, Beth. You know it. Southern.
Wait, what chapter is she in?
She's in Kappa.
She's in Kappa.
She
Baylor.
referred me at Kappa, and I had to tell
Okay.
her, I was like, I didn't vibe.
Yeah.
And she was like,
Oh my god, these have pockets! Wow!
oh my
Okay,
God.
sorry. Continue.
No,
so
you're good.
Wait, at Baylor?
Yeah. But she
Is
said
it
it's
different?
different. She said it's
Okay.
definitely different.
Yeah.
And then other girls like ended up joining my sophomore year. Like a lot of my friends ended up joining sophomore year too, after they kind of like understood what Greek life was. Because I think honestly the Facebook page, that I think a lot of universities do this too. You can join like a Facebook group once you decide to go to a certain university, and when you're trying to find your roommate, you go on there and a ton of people would just say, hey, these are my interests, also I'm interested in rushing. And then you know how many times I saw that, and then I'm just like, wait, all of these girls
Yeah.
seem so not like me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just not something that I would want to be a part of
Yeah.
necessarily. So it kind of deterred me. But then once I found friends, it was honestly like Sydney. That when I got really close with her my freshman year, I was like, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna do it. And that's how I ended up rushing. So.
Were you trying to rush AKO?
Well, I
more
was, because
interested?
I did have like multiple people, because I knew like Claire Brownlee
Okay.
and like other girls in AKIO. But then when I talked to them, they like paired me with girls that I just like
Didn't vibe with.
didn't. It was like hard to carry a conversation, and I was just like shocked. So many people, I like love so many girls in this chapter, but it just didn't go very well. So I'm glad I was so open-minded, because otherwise I would have been like honestly probably unhappy. Not that I would be like, I don't know. I just don't think I
that
would have been.
just like kind of shows how Greek life here is very much, there's a place for everyone, and you can have friends in other chapters. That's what I really like.
Yeah. I know Caroline's story, but did you guys like have chapters in mind, like when you were rushing?
I didn't really know about AOPI.
Yeah.
I didn't know
so
about
that
AOPI
really
either.
came up on me. Like,
Yeah. Because I knew about G5. Everybody knows
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
them.
I
know
knew about
about
DG. Other than that, I pretty much went into it of like, if it works out, okay.
Yeah.
If it doesn't,
Yeah.
not a problem. Because I didn't go into it like wanting to be
Yes.
a sorority. I was
Yeah.
like, we'll just see. And then AOPI, I was like, I really like this.
I think that's how a lot of girls hear.
Yeah.
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 Like what happens. I was interested in G5. I mean, it was pretty much AOPI from the start.
I was so nervous because the girl that I was rushing with that I became friends with got dropped like immediately. So I loved AOPI and DG. Like those were my top two. And of course, like, I knew people in Kaio and AKIO.
I
So,
liked
like,
Kaio too.
Yeah, Kaio too. I just was kind of nervous that I was just going to get dropped because it seemed like all the people I was rushing with were getting dropped from AOPI. I kind of was like trying not to get my hopes up just because I didn't think that I would continue if all these other girls that I really liked were getting dropped. And I was just kind of like shocked when I was there on prep. Whoa. What most surprised you about being in Greek life or the sorority?
Oh,
Enjoying it.
Wait,
If I'm being honest.
We were distracted.
What most surprised you?
it's
Sorority.
not all the stereotypical things.
Yeah.
There
I-
are parts that can be,
It's-
but it's
yeah.
not all the like.
Yeah.
I think I was most surprised about on bid day. I was like,
How
oh
crazy.
my god!
Like how crazy.
These girls are insane!
Yes, me too.
There
me too.
was a moment where I was like, what did I get myself
Yes.
into?
I had that exact same
Yeah.
moment, like when like bid day and everybody was just like screaming and like going insane, and then
Yeah.
you know like initiation too, which like we're not gonna go into that, but like it just kind of came out. I was like, whoa, these girls are actually very out there and
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
like insane, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I don't know if
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
Not that I don't enjoy it, but
Mine was a bid day last year, sitting in the circle, and they're like, freaky facts! And I was like,
yep.
I was like, I was like, yeah.
what was your
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
facts?
I honestly think I said I'm a middle child.
I said I'm the only girl in my family, so I'm excited to
Yeah.
have sisters.
I think I said I played golf in high school.
Oh,
or something.
okay.
You guys
Oh,
kind of
cool.
surprised me.
I don't
Preppy
know.
Caroline.
I had a whole preppy moment, like all the vineyard vines. The
Oh, me
Pulitzer.
too. Me too.
That was
Interest,
what was
like,
hot.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say it was hot.
None
like,
anymore.
The chunky necklaces and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Those skater
Um,
skirts.
Oh.
Inside jokes, guys.
Stephanie.
Yeah, I don't know that
British
one.
accent.
British
British
accent. Yeah.
You won't go for a chop.
I
Probably
do know what
bleep
this
that
out,
is.
but dental dam bid day.
That's not like that just happened last
I
night.
know, that's all
But
I
I
can
think
think of.
I think it's gonna
It's gonna be a thing.
Dental
Gucci,
dam
Gucci,
bid day.
I feel like we have so many.
The squatter.
So-
The squatter.
Yeah,
We have
that's
the
it.
squatter.
Yeah. What's the house like?
Homie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She makes a good grilled cheese and tomato soup. Like, just
Low-key, that
classic.
pizza yesterday was really
Oh
good.
my gosh.
I want
didn't have
more.
it.
I didn't
It was
have it either.
so
What did you say?
good.
Orgasmic?
Wait,
call
that's
your
for my
food
brunch.
that.
Yeah.
I liked the poke bowl today too, though.
I'm
I
not
was
a
not a
huge
huge,
person.
like
was good.
really raw type of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chipotle style, like
Wait,
burrito.
It'll die.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have started a conversation.
Well,
Anyway.
let's answer more questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Battery died, so here we are again. Don't remember where we were, but
What's your alcohol of choice?
girl, I don't drink that much alcohol.
Well, what do you?
A pina
But
colada.
since it's gonna
We don't drink.
no.
We don't drink, just from like.
Sips of other people's.
Yeah.
We just know the vibe.
We don't
I was
buy
gonna
our
just
own
say no.
alcohol.
We just look at it.
We say no to drugs and alcohol.
Stop. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. Really appreciate it. We love you always, and hopefully if you like this video, they'll come back again.
Part 2.
Part 2. Okay, see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.